Did this incident spark your activism, or were you already in activism experiences before this, and this just increased your participation?
But it wasn't until this incident occurred that it triggered me to want to speak up and to say something. Because from my conversation that I had with LAPD, I learned that as of August of 2020, there have only been 20 hate crime reports in LAPD. From my experience, it's a combination of two things. People, number one, are not reporting, and
Yes.
number two, the LAPD officers may not be addressing it as a hate crime. And so in order to combat those two things, number one, I am working with the county to ask people to call both the police, but also 211 as well if they live in LA County, to report these hate crimes. So that way they can start getting different resources to both the victims, the witnesses, and to start documenting these things so they can take action on it. And number two, regarding LAPD, like I mentioned before, now they are getting the training they need in order to classify and to be able to make a better sound judgment on what is a hate crime and what is not.
I saw something with LA versus hate.org. You're involved with that? And what
Yes.
is that?
So LA versus Hate is the LA County's program that they just launched in order to address hate crimes. And so I am actually collaborating with them, and I am going to be the new voice of the initiative.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really big because
Yeah.
I don't picture myself on billboards, websites, or anything like that. And that wasn't my intent of sharing the story. But 4 weeks later, we've just accomplished so much in addition to having the last rally in Los Angeles this past weekend. I actually spoke at the rally, and it was just very heartwarming to see everyone in the crowd, especially because that day of the actual attack, when it occurred, I never felt so alone in my life. The patrons, the employees, to the police officer, everyone just looked the other way, and no one wanted to help. But within hours of posting the video, people from family, friends to complete strangers were approaching me and giving me just positivity and feedback that they're there for me.